Hello everybody, Snowymatrix back again for the final part of my Pennine Way adventure. This is from day 14, from Wanwood Hill to a little campsite just outside Greenhead, 15.55 miles. Another day today. Last night I had my fish and chips in Allsop. Someone in the chip shop told me that he'd just been turned away from the campsite there because he had a tent, so I had to walk out of that little place back onto the trail. Luckily it's getting about 8-9 o'clock. I found the farmer's field without any animals in it, so I stayed there up at the crack of dawn to beat the farmer. He was out on like a other field moving sheep, so I bet it would have been, yeah, I think it would have been alright. Anyway, I'm back on the trail again. This is the South Tyneside railway line. The Pennine Way goes close to it. Interesting name for a little village. Slaggy Ford. Okay, I know I pronounced that wrong. So I'm at the ruins of High House. Don't know what this was. It's just a house. So I know there's some Roman ruins or forts coming up. Maybe this was part of that. Looks maybe like it. So day 15 was from Greenhead to Bellingham. 22.61 miles to the campsite. It was also Hadrian's War Day, something I've been really looking forward to. Hello everyone, another day. Lost count which day this is, but as you can see, this is Hadrian's War Day. At the wall now and continuing on that way. This is the first sight of the wall for me. I think it's the wall. I'm pretty sure it's the wall. You can see it looks much different from ordinary farm walls, much more sturdily built. But let's see how far it goes. I think it's safe to say this certainly is the war. This is what remains of one of the watchtowers. The stones were long stolen for other work, I think. So this is how this is Walton Crags. This is how it would have looked like when it was fully operational. See the crows there keeping watch, keep barbarians out, I think. Out of the Roman Empire. So I'm walking here on what's left of the wall. You can see that the Romans used the natural landscape to help in the war. See this area, and must they've chosen it. You can see that's like a natural ridge all along here. So this is near the point now where we leave the Hadrian's Wall path, get back onto the Pennine Way, or the Hadrian's Wall path and the Pennine Way run side by side. But see, the Pennine Way heads into the trees, which is going to be the first time seeing trees. Well, a lot of them like that, forest. Because it's been all moorland and farmland. Well, you know, my friend? Alright then. Probably hungry like me. So, there was me thinking I'd never see no one again. I stopped for a little break to make something to eat, and who was coming down the lane? The back-to-back walkers. So now I'm walking with them to Gillingham? Bellingham, that's it, Bellingham, but it's going to be a long day. Look at this, the pit stop, a bit of trail magic on the trail, toilets, help yourself to hot and cold drinks, settees here, everything. Look at that, is that a, what's that? No, that's
a fridge, literally. Yeah.
It was a hot water system for the house, but there's a great story behind this pit stop. The original owner of the farm started to offer Pennine Way as shelter and refreshments back in the day. When the new owners bought the house, they didn't feel they could continue the tradition. That is until they went to America and did the Pacific Crest Trail. They were so overwhelmed by the kindness and generosity of people on the trail who helped others in remote places that they vowed to return home and continue the farm's tradition of helping walkers in this remote part of the trail. I've done a few trails now and I've never seen anything as fantastic as this. You can walk into their farmyard, go into one of their outbuildings, you'll find a shower, a toilet, sofas, tea, coffee, making facilities, food and drink too. Really was unbelievable. And they only suggest that if you want, you can leave a donation or leave some stuff behind for other walkers, if you want. Fantastic, unbelievable. So, 10 to 8, or 20 to 8.
We'll get there, I think, just past 8 o'clock then.
Yeah, we'll get there. Back-to-back walker says we'll get there, we'll get there.
Well, you don't have to trust me.
No, I trust you, don't worry. Abby's already halfway down the lane.
Yeah.
What's that place called?
Bellingham.
Out of nowhere, Bellingham appears. Beautiful sky up there. So day 16 was from Bellingham to a campsite about a mile just outside Bryness, 14.44 miles in total. Hello everyone, another day. This is Bellingham, where I spent my rest day. You can see it's got a chemist, it's got a co-op, it's got a post office. This is the last place that you need to make sure you have everything you need for the last part of the Pennine Way, because you won't find another place like this until the end. Just waiting for my walking companions for the day to arrive and that'll be off. So I'm walking today with the back-to-back walkers, Freya, her mum and her auntie.
Hi. Just trying to get a drink of water.
So here we are, making our way up the forest track. You can see Freya up ahead, striding away, us slow coaches behind. We must be getting near Scotland now. Here are the pine trees, the Christmas trees. For the first time we can see them. Nice and easy 14 miles today. Got in here at a campsite just outside Bryness about 2 o'clock. I've got the whole field to myself. Nice weather. This is one of the best features of the lunar sonar. You can just open it out at the front and it's like you're outside but you're inside. Fantastic. Day 17 was from Bryness to Windy Gyle, about 16.85 miles. I was planning to wild camp somewhere along Windy Gyle, but nature had other ideas. So, the penultimate day, walking into Bryness from the campsite further up the way. So we've got a hill to start this morning, Bryness Hill I think. High up on the ridge now, excellent visibility, look at the view. I'm walking along, minding my own business, and look who it is again.
Hey!
It's the back-to-back walkers.
Hey!
So this is Raven's Pike, 527 metres above sea level. So we are coming up to the mountain refuge hut. So we're heading towards Windy Gyle. Weather has decided to rain, and quite heavily. You can see we're quite higher up. I'm with Freya and we're heading that way. You can see the path. They've kindly put some flagstones. So after climbing Windy Gyle, the weather was atrocious, so we came down, got a lift into this country house hotel where we were spending the night. I think I deserve it. Luckily for me, Freya had already arranged with her mum to be picked up from a military road near Loft Hill, about a couple of miles away from Windy Gyle, so I went along with them. There was also only one room left at this country house hotel, so I gladly took it. Apparently you can camp on their grounds as well, but they don't advertise it, so if you happen along here you can put your tent, but they keep it hush hush. It's a really nice place. So the final day is here. Got a lift from the hotel back to the military road, then we walked up to Windy Gyle to start the final part and the walk to the Border Inn Hotel. So this is where I stayed last night. So the final day, we're back up to Windy Gyle. Here I am with the back-to-back walkers. Now I'm an unofficial member now of the back-to-back walkers.
You're going to follow us. You get your badge.
Fiona, Freya, Kelly, Snowymatrix.
Yeah.
So we are at the trig point of King's Seat. Coming up to under 10 miles to go now. Pennine Way. Final stages. So, this is England. The fence is the border. That is Scotland over there. Here we are, sheltering in a fantastic shelter. Brilliant shelter. We picked the best one. Those guys over there are probably shivering. So, this is us. This is Shield, the last big hill of the Pennine Way. Look at the view. Look at the hills we've just come from. If there's a hill on the Pennine Way, you can bet your life that the Pennine Way is going to climb it. We're very close now. We're entering the village. 268 plus miles. The final steps. There it is. It's coming into sight. We go this around. There it is, the border in. It's got the border end of the Pennine Way. Has to be that sign, I think. Here it is. We did it!
Oh my gosh.
We did it.
Yeah, made it.